All right, guys, this is our Friday Mastermind hosted by the Dream Team at eXp Realty. Man, we are an awesome group of agents spanning across the U.S. With eXp Realty. This is our family, this is our community, our tribe. We come together every week, guys, just to collaborate and really elevate each other, elevate our business, our mindset, to really, take our lives and business to the next level. So want to say welcome again, guys. Again, if you're just joining us, if there's an agent on your team, guys, take ownership of your revenue share group. Get them plugged into this mastermind. Get them plugged in. Send them a reminder out to them. Send the Zoom link. They could go to FridayMastermind.com. But you want to stay connected. You want to stay connected, especially during these times. And that's really what we're going to be talking about this morning. You want to stay connected. You don't want to be disconnected. You don't want to be out there by yourself. A lot of I spent time in the Marines, and there was a term in the Marine Corps called the fog of war. In combat, the enemy desires to separate you, to get you separated, cut off all communications, and what it does is make you feel weary, like you have no hope because you have no communication. You're out there by yourself. It's a scary place to be. So in this market during these times, guys, it's important to stay connected. Stay connected and join with your fellow agent, EXP or wherever you are with this community, this tribe, this family, so you can really, so we can strengthen each other. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes, it does.
Makes sense.
Yeah, sure does.
Guys, hey, we always start out with our Friday Masterminds with attitude of gratitude, guys. In spite of it all, we always have something to be grateful for, something to be thankful for. Anybody want to step out there just for a quick minute? What are you grateful for? Anybody grateful for anything this morning? Anybody got a testimony? Anybody grateful for anything on this morning? Anybody want to jump out there?
Yeah, hey, this is Tim. Good morning. Good morning,
Hey,
everybody. Hey, I'm just grateful. Hey, we always say it's not a cliche, but it's good to wake up on a wake up list. You know what I mean? And that, I'm still with my right mind, and that I still have a roof over my head, because I was looking at earlier this week where, the people in Hawaii. I mean, I've been to Hawaii like about 3 times. It's a beautiful place. And I always said, I want to live here. This is paradise. You know what I'm saying? But you see, my heart goes out to those people that are in Hawaii, where some of them lost everything. And, sometimes we think about some of the things, that we may not have this, or we may not have the car, the house, the certain things that we want. But just think about that you still got your life, because you can lose all that stuff. But really, at the end of the day, the most precious thing is the life that Jesus Christ has given you to live every day. That you still got your family and things like that. Material stuff can go and come back. But I'm just thankful to be here and still be with my health and my family, that we're still here. So in spite of everything else that goes on, these economic things and, monies and whatever else, the relationship grounded in Jesus Christ is the most precious thing that me and my family have, despite what's going on. So I just thank God for that on this morning.
Amen. I know that's right, Tim. Thank you.
Man.
Anybody else want to jump out there? Pam, good morning, Pam.
I'm grateful. Go ahead.
I'm grateful to be invited to a group of like-minded individuals, and just being guided to people that want to do the same thing and serve God the way that I want to, and doing it before me to show me the way. So I'm grateful to be here.
Hey, we're glad to have you, Evelyn. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, Evelyn.
Thank you.
Hey, Raj, you met Evelyn at the event the other day at the high school.
Oh, awesome. Okay, good. Yes, the investor. Oh, yeah, I remember you. Yes. Awesome. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Pam.
Hey, I just want to say I am thankful and grateful as well, just to be waking up again, being able to do the things that I want to do. I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm even more grateful, that we live in the time that we're living in. There are going to be some challenges coming up, but I thank God that we're able to deal with them. He already made the way for us. So I'm grateful just to be here this morning.
Awesome. Right. So glad to have you, Pam.
Thanks, Pam.
Anybody else?
Good morning. It's Jasmine.
Morning.
Morning. I am grateful for grace that no matter what situation I'm in on purpose, on accident, that God is just always in my corner and everything works out, being a blessing and just nothing tragic ever happens. So I'm grateful for grace.
I know that's right. Awesome. Thank you, Jazz.
Yeah, I just want to jump in. I'm thankful for everything, even the little things. I kind of echo what Tim had said. I was I deployed to Homestead Air Force Base right after Hurricane Andrew hit, 1992, and the thoughts of what happened there. If you were not there, I can't even describe what it was like. It was, from Miami down to the Keys, it was basically like total devastation. It looked like a bomb hit the place. And Homestead Air Force Base sits right there, and it took a direct hit from Hurricane Andrew. And I was down there for a year, and the things I saw and the people I had to deal with. I'm just thankful for the little things. Some people may have more, but I know that I have more than enough. Because those people had nothing, and you felt bad going into town, even trying to get something for yourself. I was a young guy stationed down there, and you try to go to a store, and you see the storefront. You think it's a normal store. You walk up to the storefront, and that's all there is. It's just the front end of a building, and the back end is gone.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And everything was gone. I can't even describe it. I have some pictures. I showed my family, and they just didn't believe it was even real. But I'm just always thankful for what I have, even the little things, because I remember, I like Tim had said, some of the things I saw over in Hawaii kind of brought back those memories. But always be thankful for what you got.
Amen. I know that's right, Jason. Thank you.
Hey, sir, this is Keith. I'm trying. I'm not on video because I'm under a garage, and so I'll pop on video when I can. But I just definitely want to chime in. I've been thinking about. I am grateful, and it was probably already said, but I am truly grateful to be alive today. Most people don't know this. Only a few people from our church know this, but in 2014. Unbeknownst to me, I was diagnosed with AAA. What that is an abdominal aortic aneurysm.
Wow.
And what that was, well, most people know what an aneurysm is, but this one was on my aorta, which is the main, artery that runs through your body.
Yes.
So that day, I'll never forget, I had done PT. I was getting ready to PCS to Montgomery, Alabama to attend the War College for Air Force War College. I just went in to get my regular checkup and all that. And the doctor was like, hey, we need to stop you from going to War College because we got to get you into surgery relatively soon.
Wow.
And what they found was I actually had 3 aneurysms. I had 1 on the aorta and 2 on the iliac arteries, which are the main veins that run through your leg. I had 1 on each leg. So I had a total of 3. Didn't even know it.
Whoa.
And the doctor said that he said, going forward, we don't need you to do sit-ups. We don't need you to do no exercise. And that morning I had done all of that. And so I'm grateful to be alive because the doctor said that it was at the point to where even if they had me on the operating table, if any of one of those had ruptured, there was probably no guarantee that I'd be alive today. So I'm looking back in 2014, this is 2023. And so I am grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that they caught it because I had no symptoms. In my mind, I was completely healthy. Didn't know it. So God is good. I got another opportunity to get it right. So every day I wake up, it's like, okay, you got a chance. So, so that's what I'm grateful for. So,
Amen, Keith. That's good.
Amen. That's a testimony right
That
there.
is a testimony.
God, brother. Praise
Mhm.
amen. I'm telling you.
Man, that's a powerful testimony. Keith, he's one of the hardest men working. And he always has a smile,
Always.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that, Keith.
Amen. Praise God.
Praise God. Good, good. Anybody else, guys, what you're grateful for this morning? And make sure you share this out, guys. Share this out with somebody. Anybody else? Man, I just saw Michael Mayhair. Anybody know Mayhair? He just came in for a second. Michael Mayhair is that the author? Just came over to EXP.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The levels of communication, highly effective. Yeah. Anybody else, guys? All right. Well, we're gonna move on, guys. Well, of course, I'm grateful just to be in the land of the living. I'm grateful for my family, just life, health, and strength. Grateful for this beautiful family, that I'm looking at this morning. Dream Team family. Man, just can't say enough about you all and how we've come together, created this community. Thank God for EXP Realty too. It's been life changing, and man, big shout out to even for our leadership. I was on a call. I got invited to one of this company LPT. I got invited to one of their presentations, and they wanted to open up the dialogue. I came on there to be respectful for and just listen in, but they kept prodding me and wanted to get something out of me, but so I gave them what they wanted. And so with all their guests on the line, and I told them how amazing EXP is. And
most of them came out of EXP.
Be careful, Ryan. I'm with LPT.
Really? And they kept talking to me and asking me, and I just, about some of the decisions that were made. But I'm just grateful for this company. And I trust the leadership. That was the biggest thing that I left with them, that I do trust the leadership. Glenn and Jason, I've been here for 10 years. I told them I'm like the blind man. I don't care what you say about it. Although I was blind, now I can see. Hey, once before coming to EXP Realty, I sold 4 houses. I made $25,000. Fast forward a couple of years now, made a multiple 7-figure income in real estate. And I'm also, we're first generation millionaires because of the equity ownership, the stock at EXP. So, I'm like, hey, the numbers don't lie. So, but grateful to have everybody, guys. I'm going to share my screen here. Share my screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Good. Awesome, guys. So here we go. Again, everybody, invite somebody on, guys. Invite somebody on who needs to be on this call. We got a serious conversation. We got to talk about this market. We're going to talk about the market today and what's going on and how to survive, how you guys can make it. So before we get there, just a couple of announcements, guys. On Wednesdays, Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern time, we are talking EXP Explain. Again, I'm telling the story about EXP Realty. 10 years here at EXP Realty. I was agent 118, guys, 118, the 118th agent, and now we're coming up on 90,000 agents. So I'm telling the story about how our growth, how this company has impacted me. And it's a lot of energy. It's very powerful, guys. Get your folks on. Thank you. Tim was on the other day, and a couple of our other agents, Viola, and a couple of other agents. So let's start packing it out, building up the momentum. But you get your people on. It's going to be an awesome time. They're gonna join up with you.
Awesome.
All right, guys, and our academy is coming, guys. The Dream Team Agent Academy is coming up starting September 6th. Just a few weeks away. We may end up meeting, I know I got some travel going on, but we may end up meeting before then, guys, on Wednesday, just to kind of prep and get ready for it. Because a lot of folks are missing our midweek meeting, because it's so critical right now that you stay plugged in and connected with what's going on. And we may start meeting on Wednesdays, but officially the academy starts September 6th, and registration will be coming out. This is an example of one of our classes. Tina Sims, our very own, she's out of Atlanta. One of the few African-American appraisers, been doing it almost 20 years or so. She's very well versed. So she's one of our instructors as well, teaching about appraisals. And we got an awesome dynamic lineup of like top producers, icon agents that are pouring back into our agents When you partner with us, guys, you partner with us with Dream Team Legacy Builders, you know, you have access to the academy. Hey, we got our guest vendors on. So every week we have a guest vendor on that we like to highlight their business. That's doing amazing things, that's serving our EXP agents. And, you know, so today, you know, my friends, Doug and Rose from Mercy Movers, just want to give them an opportunity to talk about their business, guys. These are my movers. That's why I put that picture, guys, to show you, we're living proof that these are my movers. My VIP clients, guys, I'm a luxury agent. So I got clients that are moving out of $1 million homes or moving into $1 million homes. C-level clients, C-level, C-suite executives, I call Mercy Movers. So that should tell you something right there. So without any further delay, guys, I'm gonna just pass it over to Rose. Not sure if Doug was able to make it, but Rose is here. Rose is also an agent with EXP Realty on the Dream Team as well. So give it up for Rose. Here, I'm gonna pass it over to you, Rose. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate this privilege. Hobby is trying for whatever reason, even I don't know if it happened to anybody else, but Zoom, I had to leave my laptop because it was asking for all sorts of things this morning. It was asking for authentication. It was asking for a lot of stuff, but thank God the phone was able to connect using the link. So he's still trying to join us because he really wanted to come up and, you know, say big thank you to the team because the Dream Team has been a blessing to us. And we really appreciate this privilege. I really want to honor and thank, I call him Pastor Rod. He is a pastor. I want to thank him for this opportunity that he's given unto us. I remember when we started, you know, the Dream Team was one of the very first opportunities that we have to talk about Mercy Mover services. And we decided to just talk from our heart this morning. So I didn't come up with a slide. He wanted to be here and do all of the talking. And I hope that, you know, he will be able to join us. But we want to talk from our hearts this morning. I just want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to the Dream Team. Thank you, Pastor Obi. Thank you for being one of our very first, you know, endorse. I will call him an endorser because, you know, I remember him recommending us and giving us an opportunity to be able to prove ourselves. Mercy Movers services came into being because, you know, my husband, he used to be in the moving business. He worked with most of the big companies and he's been with them for more than a decade. And, you know, and he really didn't like the way that clients were being treated. So he kept complaining about it. And I said, you know, why don't you do something about it? You know, he's wanting to be able to say all the things that others are not doing right, but we should be able to be those that would do it right and show them how it's being done. And that was how Mercy Movers came into being. And we've been doing that. Listening. Oh, awesome. You're able to make it. Let me see. You know, awesome.
He only
Okay.
says good things about me. I don't complain like anymore. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
where are you? I'm looking for your face.
I
Okay,
love
so
you guys. You'll have
it.
to use your imagination. I'm much prettier in real life. Just imagine.
Okay.
Hello,
so,
everybody.
Hey, Doug. Good morning. Welcome.
Hi, thank you, Pastor Obi, Kim, Pam, everybody, all of you who show us love. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We love you all. Thank you.
Sweetie, they have a picture of your handsome face so they can see what you look like. I'm just going to allow you continue from where I stopped. So is that okay with you?
Yes, nice. Thank you so much, Honey Bunch.
Awesome.
That's official, Honey Bunch. Okay. Okay. I just want to say thank you. Thanks to God for this opportunity. Thanks for a dream team that's not afraid to put first things first, God first. And that's what we do. We love to serve. And the joy of serving is a reward in itself. And unfortunately, we have to charge for that, you know, anyway. It's part of the So anyway, that's what we do. We just serve. We're not a huge company yet. We only have 2 trucks, but we're growing. And that makes us very easy for you because I know how it is with the real estate. Sometimes people have to move in a hurry, and you want everything to go smoothly. So we protect your home, your floors, your doors, your walls, so everything is taken care of. We work with the people, we listen to them, we help them, and we try to make you guys look good. So they say, "Wow, everything went really well," and I couldn't believe it. So that's what we're here for. We're here for advice. You can call us if you just want to know about something, how something works. You know, it's not all about the dollar. I want to help out, and everything else will come as it's supposed to.
Awesome. And how can they get in touch with you guys?
This phone number, 704-880-7671, or the Gmail, Mercy Movers Services. Honey, what's our email? Mercy Movers Prestige at gmail.com.
Gotcha.
I'll type it into the link, into the chat, sorry.
Have a picture of the side of your truck on the screen too, Doug, so you guys can take a picture of that or write that number down.
Awesome. Yeah, like I said, we're here for you. We're there in a pinch. A lot of the big companies, you'll be on a waiting line or not be able to do it the day you need to. And I know how that goes with closings and emergencies. We've been there for a few emergencies. We've been there. Bryson and Pam have blessed us and used our services in a pinch, and so many others. We're really grateful. We just love to help. That's what it really comes down to. That's what we do. We serve, and we're here to serve anytime you want to call us.
All right. Thank you all.
Good morning.
Do
Can
you
I add
service
something?
listeners?
May I add this one thing? As a client of Mercy Movers, I've used them a couple times. One major time, and the second time to help an elderly relative. And I just want to let you know that Doug took such good care of my elderly relative. I just cannot thank God enough for how comfortable she was. She told me that was the most affordable move of her life, and she has moved several times. So she just cannot stop talking about Doug and how much he talks about Jesus. We really appreciated that. I just wanted to add that. And I just wanted to point out to your phone number 7671, right? Not 7641. I think the screen has 7641, right? I just want to point that out for everybody because I'll tell you, I mean, I wouldn't use anyone else. I just wanted to say that about Mercy Movers. They are amazing. So thank God for that.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, and bless you for the opportunity.
All right. Thank you guys for being on. Appreciate it. Good.
Thanks,
good.
Colby.
All right.
Sure.
Looking forward to seeing you soon.
All right. I got to run, but thank you for letting me be a part. Have a blessed day, everybody. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to jump into this, guys. The topic today is preparing for winter. Guys, you guys have been seeing what's going on in the market. You're not just seeing it, but you've been feeling it. You've been feeling what's going on in the real estate industry, in the market. So I think it's so important for us to have these conversations that you've got to prepare for winter. Winter is coming. Is that right, guys? Winter is coming. In the natural, winter is coming, but economically in this real estate industry, winter is coming. So, you know, and I was looking up some analogies of winter. You know, you've read, you know, in literature, and you know, some of the analogies of winter. You know, it's a season of sorrow, it's struggle, it's hardship, it's, you know, death, no growth, nothing is happening. These are some symbolic, you know, sayings about winter or analogies of winter. And it really can apply to our business as well, of what's going on right now in the market, in the industry with high interest rates. low inventory, high interest rates, people being on the fence, it's this stagnation, everything's coming to a standstill. So you really got to prepare. Conversation, we're going to continue to have these conversations, but how do you thrive? How do you survive and still thrive during this economic winter in real estate, in business? So, winter is a season. It's not an overnight thing. Is that right, guys? It's not just overnight. It's not just 1 week, but winter is a season. You feel it for a while. Guys, we're going to be feeling this thing for a while. Is that right? So we want to prepare. We want to be able to shift. We want to be able to prepare. Sorry, my slides here. Y'all see my slides?
No.
Oh,
No.
No, zero.
here we go.
Okay, there we go. It's good.
Yeah, I can see it.
So again, will your business survive an economic winter? 80,000 agents have already left the business, guys, and they're weak. I'm getting calls. I'm gonna put my license on inactive. Got to go to the job. It's real. It's real. It's not just something you read about in Inman or Realtor.com or whatever, or seeing on CNN. It's real. It's impacting our fellow agents, impacting a lot of us. You've seen sales down. Anybody, you see your numbers down a little bit more this year than last year? Years? It's real. So I don't like to gloss over. Y'all know I'm a straight shooter. I don't like to gloss over, make it sound like pie in the sky, like everything is all right. No, we're in an economic winter right now in this real estate industry. So what has she talked about preparing for that? Time to sow seeds now. It's time to start sowing. Lessons from the ant. Anybody know about lessons from the ant?
It's in the Bible.
I'm gonna take y'all to the word today.
There you go, right there.
Preach, guys.
Come on.
Because guys, we're in interesting times, guys. A lot of agents have not seen times like this. The real estate market, this is different, guys. This is different. Listen to me. I'm 17 years in the business. This is different. This one is different. I've seen all kind. I came in 06, right before the whole short sale and the whole mortgage industry, everything, the bottom drop. I've been through all that, but this one's different. Proverbs 6:6 says, "Go to the ant, thy sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise," guys. Consider her ways. Which having no guide, no overseer, no ruler, no boss, no supervisor, no manager, nobody over them making them clock in, clock out in the morning. Sound like an entrepreneur, right? Provideth her meat. Having none of that, they still provide her meat in the summer and gathered her food in the harvest. Then it says, "How long will you sleep, O sluggard? When will thou arise out of thy sleep?" When are you going to wake up and see what's going on? When are you going to get up and start moving and making it happen for yourself? When are you going to get rid of that lazy spirit, like you're on vacation every day, like you've already arrived, waiting on the phone to ring? I'm sorry, I'm doing a little interpretation as I go through. Yeah, a little commentary. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall poverty come on you as one that travaileth, guys. Travaileth, like you're traveling and you're running out of gas. You're on a trip, you're on a journey, and you're running out of gas, you're running out of money. You're going to be stuck out in no man's land, just hungry, needing to survive. Poverty come on you as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. You're starving. You're gonna get to the point where you're like, you're about to hold up somebody. You're at a point where you don't have anything. You don't have no money in the bank account. You don't have anything. You have bills. You have light bills due. You need gas. You need food. You need to provide for your family, and you're gonna want so bad, and it's not gonna be nothing because you didn't prepare for winter. I want to talk about some of the lessons from the end, and then we're going to get into some real practical things as us as agents need to be doing in this season, guys, preparing for this winter, because there's a chill in the air right now, guys. I feel it. There's a chill in the air. I feel winter, economic winter, real estate winter is coming. So you got to be prepared. You got to know how to survive in this market. Y'all with me out there, guys? I can't see too many faces.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I hear you.
Uh-huh.
So let's talk about some lessons from the end. They prepare. They're preparing. They instinctively know that it's coming. They feel it in the air. They know the season that it's coming. Is that right, guys? That's why we're having this Zoom, this talk this morning, because in case you didn't know, it is coming. It's here. I mean, I feel the chill in the air. There's a shift in this market. There's a shift in how business is being done. A lot of stuff going on. Hey, don't get caught up. Some of you are so caught up in you're in every AI and every chat GPT training out there, and you're missing what's happening right now. Be straight up. Preparing for winter, knowing that it's coming. So what do I need to shift? What needs to change? What do I need to start putting in place? What is the new mindset or the new work ethic that I need to have? Lessons from the end, guys. You got to have a good work ethic. You got to level up. You guys have been too comfortable. Last week, we was talking about getting out of your comfort zone. You got this comfortable flow about you, like you've arrived. I know that's the worst thing. Real estate agents, we get caught up in ego and looking the part on the outside, but you struggling. A lot of you are struggling. You barely had, maybe 1 or 2 closings already this summer. And you're acting like that's the norm because we look at a certain part on social media. You want to keep up the image and your ego, but you got to have a reality check with yourself. This might not apply to everybody. Some of y'all are killing it. Some of y'all are doing well. But, if the shoe fits, you got to have a good work ethic, guys. You got to start going to work every day. You got to get up and be intentional about your business, making calls, having conversations. We're going to talk about some real actual things that you need to be doing with your day, but you got to wake up and go to work. Stop being in this, like you on the lifestyle of the rich and famous, like you've already arrived. You got to go to work. You got to be willing to prospect and lead generate, have a schedule, have a good work ethic like the ant. Nobody has to tell them. They don't have a coach. They don't have to log in every morning to hear that coach pump them up. You got to develop a work ethic to prepare for winter, to be able to make it in this market. 1 year from now, you're not going to be here. Does that make sense, guys? Can I get?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yes.
A lot of sense.
Yes.
Guys, you up your work ethic. You got to stop acting like you've arrived. I know we got a certain way about us. We got to look a certain part on social media, yep, to get clients and all. But this is real talk, guys, right here, guys. This is the locker room. We're in the locker room now, and I can talk to you one-on-one. Say, you got to level up your work ethic. Lessons from the ant, guys. The ant's not intimidated by their size. Stop worrying about you just got your license or you only been in the business 2 years or how much you sold in the past. Guys, you rolling with an army now. You with the dream team. You with EXP. You with legacy builders. You got a family of agents behind you that's willing to support you. Don't get caught up on your size. Does that make sense, guys? I'm using a lot of analogies and so
Yeah.
am I making sense?
That makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Intimidated.
Yes, sir.
Ant put a hurting on you. You go down Louisiana, one of them red ants hits you, get on your leg, they gonna put a hurting on you. So guys, you got to know who you are and whose you are. You can't be intimidated. This is the time now. You got to level up in your confidence. You got to be more confident than ever. Clients, sellers want to hear your confidence that you can get their home sold in this market. Buyers want to feel your confidence that you're going to navigate them through this time. You're going to get them partnered up with the right lender. You're going to look out for their best interests. You're going to get them the best deal and represent them. They want to feel your confidence. Ants are organized. Man, you look. Anybody ever looked at an ant bed? Like down the South, I grew up in the South. And I was always out in the in the woods and out in the yard, and I would just observe the ants, and you will see them going. They're like a well, almost like a city, like they're moving like New York City. Anybody ever seen that? Organized. They're on a mission. Nothing gets them off. You follow one ant, man, they're on a mission. Guys, that's how you got to be in this business. You got to be on a mission to go out there and help people buy and sell real estate. Don't get, we aware what's going on, but you got to be about your business in this market. You got to be focused. You got to be determined. You got to be dialed in, zeroed in. That's what we used to call it in the Marines, guys. Zeroed in. I got 1,000-yard stare. I'm not taking my eye off my target. I'm focused. I'm dialed in. I'm zeroed in into my target. And I'm going to hit my target. One shot, one kill. You got to be so focused, so driven, guys. Organized. Putting away for winter. That should have been for winter, guys. Putting away for winter. Storing away. They're storing. They're going out and they're gathering. They're bringing food on, guys. You got to start putting away money. You got to start saving. You got to start saving. You got to start putting away money, guys. Start saving now. Start planning. Winter is coming. Meet with a financial planner, whatever. Open up another account. Open up a savings account. I pay 10% toward tithing, and then we save. Save, guys. Save 10%, 20% of that commission. Putting away. The answer says they have a lot of unity. They work together. Is that right, guys? They have a lot of unity. That's why right now it's so important. Unity, teamwork. We got to start coming together. We got to be together. Even your fellow agents on the other side of transaction. I just got a house on the contract last night. I basically had to kind of coach the other agent from another company through to how to let's put this deal together. Stop being so adversarial. You got to work with the other agents, guys. You got to, if you're new to the business, reach out to one of us. We'll help you put your deal together. We'll help you. We'll show you how to negotiate. But I got 2 houses on the contract this week, and both of them, I had to kind of, respectfully just drop some hints over there. Don't act like you prideful and like you got ego, like you a know-it-all, but I respectfully, gave them some suggestions of how we can put this deal together. Maybe you can go back to your clients and do this, this, and that. Maybe see if they would do this, see if they would accept this. And the same token, guys, I had to go back and have a real conversation with my sellers like, hey, the market is shifting. You guys are way in another state. I'm selling their investment properties. You're in another state. You don't really have you don't know the heartbeat of the market right here in our area, but I do. So you really need to sell these homes, guys. Kids are going back to school. It traditionally slows down around this time. And on top of all that, we are in this crazy market. So you really should accept this offer. Your first offer is your best offer. I tell them that's one of the sayings this is one of the little sayings that we have in real estate. Your first offer is your best offer. So you want to seriously look at this offer. And then boom, we were able to bring them together, ratify the contract. Is this making sense, guys?
Yes.
So working across the line, talk to that agent. They hurting just like you. They want that deal to get on the contract as bad as you do, guys. They're struggling just like you. So how can we work together across, almost like across party lines, to get these folks in agreement where we have a ratified contract and we can be closing and getting a paycheck in about 30 days?
Hey, Rod.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Tim.
Just interject what you're saying, like working across the aisle with the other agent, because this past week I had one of my listings. We was trying to get under contract, and our clients was about 5,000 difference in price point, and so me and the other agent, we got together and say, look, to make this deal work, we'll make up the difference, a credit on each side, so we can make this deal work. It was a cash buy, it was a cash deal, was able to close quickly. And we was able to put that together. And even though we were right there close to it, the buyer, they was up from overseas. And it was just something they wanted something else on the home inspection that my client couldn't give them. But the thing was, we were willing to try to go the extra step to make this deal work. It wasn't about, okay, how much we gonna get on the bottom line. It was, can we get these, can we get their client in the house and let me get my client's house sold. So we really try to come together. It's not about what can I take from you, is what can we give to make this thing work? Because we understand what market we in. It's not, everybody go to their neutral corners and wait for somebody to blink. It's not that kind of day. You got to come together and work together.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for sharing that, Tim. Every deal is precious, guys. You can't afford to you can't afford to throw one back. Every deal, treat every deal like it's your last deal. This could be the last one for the winter. You got to treat it with care, with, especially a listing. Treat it precious. Or when you get one under contract, when your buyers have one under contract, guys, you got to work across the lines to make it happen, to put it together. Another thing that we learned from the ants, guys, they're diligent. I'm not even sure if I spelled that right, guys, but it meant to be diligent. Diligence. Consistent. Every day they're on the grind, night and day. They're working. They're up early and they're about their business. Every day they're showing up every day and going to work. They're consistent prospecting, lead generation, having conversations, more conversations, diligence about my business. God blesses diligence. You just can't be living off grace and name it and claim it, guys. You got to put in the work. You got to be diligent. You got to be diligent about your business, organize and say, when I get up in the morning, I got to go to work. I got to make my calls. I got to prospect. I got to call. I got to level up. I got to get out of my comfort zone and learn scripts and dialogues, learn what to say to an expired listing, learn what to say to a for sale by owner. Stop winging it. Be consistent, level up, get with a group of people that's doing some role play in the morning, but get out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is you waiting on the phone to ring. That's why you're struggling. You're waiting on the phone to ring, but maybe get somebody else to make the calls. If you got the financial ability, get somebody else to set appointments for you. But you got to be diligent about your business. It's time to be consistent. You got to be consistent every day. When you had your job, you was on the job, you consistently got up early in the morning, you went to work. You went to work on time. Is that right? Or you got fired. So you got to treat the business like a business, but man, I dare to say you got to treat it like when you were on your job, on your job. You got to go to work every day, have diligence. Learning from the end, guys, hard work. There's no substitute for hard work. Is that right, guys?
That's right.
Amen.
For hard work, guys. I can go to scripture on that one too if you want. Faith without works is dead, guys. I don't care who. Yes, sir.
Hey, if you don't mind me interjecting, in times like this, I kind of often think about what Bryson said, maybe about a year or two ago when he first joined, and him transitioning from his engineer job straight into real estate. And he did his first couple deals, and he said that I suck on ketchup packages and skip meals just to make sure that I'm still hungry. And times like this, you got to have that mindset, because just like you said, you don't know when your next deal is. And it's just it gets to the point to where if you're not hungry, you sitting back and, like you said, waiting on that phone call, it won't come. It will not come. And you got to constantly make sure you're doing your diligence and trying to create transactions as well.
That's good, Cam. Cam, we might have to bring back your class too, man, on that business credit. It's probably going to be so critical right now. I don't know if they're tightening up that now with what's going on with, in the industry, with the whole financial everything. Is that tightening up too, business credit?
Not really, because there's so many more options out there for you, and just to generate not only business for a client, but business for yourself. And yeah, we definitely could bring that back, and push forward on that, because I do have some new things that I can add to it. So yeah, we definitely can do that.
Okay, let's plan that, maybe even next Friday if you're available, guys, because it's gonna be I'm gonna be doing a series on preparing for winter, and that business credit part may help a lot of folks make it through this winter. So yeah, definitely. Thank you for that, Cam. But you hit it that the price is on now. You got to be hungry, guys. Man, some of y'all need to even practice intermittent fasting. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell no. I'm not trying to put nobody on a fast. That's one of the things.
Hey, Rod.
Yes.
I can't stop what I'm doing right now because I'm on a mission. But speaking of that, that's Cam is 100% right. I'm gonna tell you from my perspective, and the truth is, I lost my hunger for a second. Doing deals back to back to back, you lose that hunger. Let's be honest. You got to go back to your why. You got to find your why. And I only say this to say, get out the house. Don't sit at the computer all day. Get out your house. I don't care if you got to sit at a Starbucks. Go somewhere. When I did that, and I mean, I'm just going to tell you just this week, just back to school shopping. If you got kids, they going back to school. I went to the mall, forgot my business cards in my car. Me and my son got to the front door, and I turned around, went back and grabbed those business cards. The very first person I gave my card to at the mall, guy, said, thank you. We exchanged names and all that kind of stuff. 20 minutes after being in the mall, his fiance called me and said, I don't know where you just came from. I saw you when you gave my husband your business card. But we're seriously looking for a house right now. We need help.
Wow.
Get out the house.
Yeah.
Phone calls are great. Phone calls are necessary. Create a time for that, but create a time to not be at home. Yeah. You can't get clients at home. You can't help nobody while you're at home. That's all I got today.
Thank you for that, Bryson. Awesome.
Real quick, just to add to that, Bryson, I got an agent that's about to be coming on board within like the next week, and that person has been required to be in the office, but has been licensed for almost 2 years with no deals. And my pitch to her was just, hey, or that person I should say was, hey, you definitely need to be, out of the office, and then in your community, reaching out to your network of, people that you have and that's surrounding you each and every day with other business ventures. And she started taking that advice, and this weekend she has multiple showings, and the person that she's showing for is going to be not only purchasing some property, but going to be purchasing land as well. So, this can be a frugal, not frugal, but this could be a very lucrative, if you will, client for her. Get out the office, get out the house. You definitely need to network, and it or whatever. But yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. Next one here, guys, learn from the end. No one has to tell them to go to work. Like Cam just said, you got to get out. You got to get out of your house, get out of your comfort zone, get out, make your calls. It's all about conversations, guys. That's all we want at the end of the day. Conversations, whether you're at home dialing, but I would say get out and start meeting people. Have your cards everywhere. Y'all hear me say, these are my mini billboards. Everywhere I go, I'm handing somebody a card. It's that 3-foot rule from back in the day. Tim, you remember the 3-foot rule, man? Anybody 3 feet of me,
That's right. 3 feet, arm's length.
Arm's length, guys. They need to know you're in real estate. You need to be having more conversations every single day, guys. Every day. Let's see. Let's kick, man, what time is 9:40? Mindset. You got to be mindful of your mindset, guys. You got to be think about what you're thinking about. You got to control your mindset. You got to level up and have some discipline and control over your mindset right now. What are you thinking? Focus on your goals. Like Bryson said, your why. Still keep declaring and believing that this is going to be your best year, that you're going to make it. You got to start speaking positive over your situation, over your business, speaking life over your business, guys, that I'm still going to make it. Yeah, it's going to be winter, but it's not going to be me. I'm not going to be a casualty. I'm not going to be found on the side of the road, left for dead. I'm going to make it in this business. I'm going to make it. I'm going to level up. I'm in expectation mode. I'm expecting business to come to me. I love to hear Pam talk about that. That expectation. She wakes up every day expecting a new client every day.
Absolutely.
Next, I don't know, Pam, you want to talk about that expectation that you have? And you're killing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wake up every day ready to receive what God has already planned for me. I wake up expecting somebody's going to call me. Someone is going to ask me a question while I'm out and about, so I prepare myself mentally, to answer those questions, to provide a solution to whatever they are asking me about. This morning, I'm expecting an offer on my listing so we can ratify by the end of the day. I already talked to an agent. We're already negotiating, and I'm expecting that is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like, if I'm not expecting, then I'm not trusting and believing, so I have to do those things because that's how I keep myself going, and that's all a part of mindset. There was a quote that we used to talk about, and I have it up here on my, up on my thing, and it talks about habits. It says, you do not decide your future, you decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. So my habit is, every day I'm telling myself, I'm going to get great business. I have to give those morning affirmations to myself so I'm in the right mindset. I'm positioned to receive those blessings.
Thank you for that, Pam.
If you don't mind, add one last thing, Rod, in regards to this today. I don't want to take over your instruction in your class today, but try to challenge yourself. If you know anything about track, 100-meter dash, right? Granted, we were a little bit under that in regards to what I'm about to say, but if you think about the next 90 days, I know Rod has said in the past in regards to this time frame, being able to take off the latter portion of the year. Most people don't like to do anything in regards to around like the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving. But the next 90 days, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to be not only better for yourself, for your business, but also for your family as well. Because, if you celebrate Christmas, guess what? You have Christmas gifts that need to be paid for. Yep. But if you're not doing any transactions, any deals, and this is kind of like your 9 to 5, if you will, you need to have the ability to afford those, new toys or whatever the case, bikes, whatever the case might be. And just challenge yourself over the next 90 days. And then you think today's August, today is August, so you can even push it to 120 and then take off from December 18th through the beginning of the year. So just keep challenging yourself, push yourself to make or to create transactions for not only yourself, but your business and also your family as well.
That's awesome, Cam.
Cam, hold on, Cam, you ain't wrong, Cam. You just said 100 meters, right?
Yeah,
let's be real here. Everybody that knows track.
Yeah.
How many meters is in a mile? In a lap? In a mile. How many meters is in a mile? So where we at right now? This is the third quarter. We about to go in the fourth quarter, right?
You're right.
You got 100 meters left. Push.
Yeah.
I know track.
Y'all want to see what I'm doing? Look, I'm on the track right now. It might be a treadmill, but it's not track. I gotta lose some weight. We gotta push. We gotta challenge ourselves.
No, that's right.
We gotta be able to keep up.
Definitely. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. Thanks, Cam.
Yes, sir.
That mindset, future casting. Like Pam said, seeing yourself, where do you see yourself? Pam or Cam, one of y'all says, where do you see yourself in the next 90? Where do you see yourself a year from now? Just having that mindset, guys, you're going to make it through. You're going to make it through this. Having that network. Massive action. Guys, you got to take massive action. You got to pick up the pace. It's like Bryce on that treadmill, like what they just said. You got to pick up the pace. You got to start moving. Put your head down, like Cam said, next 90 days, 120 days, and go all out, guys. Give yourself, we just call them 90-day sprints. Give yourself a 90-day sprint. If you can't think 90 days, give yourself a 30-day sprint, guys. A 30-day sprint, run as hard as you can. Run as hard as you can, guys, for the next 30 days. I don't know, do we have any military? I know we got some military. In the Marines, guys, when we had our 3-year, I was a perfect PFTer. And in Marines will tell you how difficult that is. I was a perfect PFTer, remember, meaning I got the perfect score for our physical fitness test for the Marines. Cam, you tell me how that is that a little tough?
Listen, that's something I've never been able to do. But yes, it's very difficult. Just to give you a quick example, 20 plus pull-ups. You have to run 3 miles in less than 18 minutes. And also 100 sit-ups. But once again, very hard to do. Never could get the 18 minutes for the 3 miles. But yes, very difficult to do. And it's all together. It's not like you take off a day and rest. No.
Yeah, Rod. I might have done it one time in my career, 20 years, one time.
Okay, Troy. All right, you're in the club, then. You're in the club.
Well, in the army, our standards was, it wasn't as high as Marine. We didn't have to eat a snake or anything like that. But but pretty much we had to do. I think the minimum of push-ups and sit-ups was like around 30, 40. But my goal always was to do 100 push-ups in 2 minutes, 100 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and run a 2 mile in under like 8 minutes. So I think I ran around 8, 9 minutes, but I would max my physical fitness test ever since I got in the military. So I always was at the top of the fitness list on that, but it was something that I had to always mentally prepare for. It wasn't something that I could just get out there and do. I knew it was coming up, so I prepared. You see, what a lot of people would do, they keep on saying, well, I'm gonna wait until the physical test come up, and then I may run a couple of days before it. No, I would start weeks out because I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I would even kind of run a mark test to kind of pace myself to make sure that I knew where I was at. So when I ran my 2 mile, I knew when my turnaround point, I knew kind of where I was at if I was going to make it back in time. I knew how many push-ups or sit-ups I can do because I kind of worked with it. So some people were naturally gifted, even though I had some talents. No, I worked that thing, and so I had to prepare for it. I couldn't just. There's a lot of people get out there and just try to do it. And guess what? They end up failing, or they come in, real late. So
you got to start preparing now. That point, you nailed it. Preparation, guys. Building up your stamina now. Building up those muscles now, guys, because winter is coming. So you want to start leveling up, building up your hustle muscle right now. Because what you've been doing right now is the results you're getting right now are the results of what you've been doing, how you've been operating your business. In order to get to that next level, guys, you got to do more. You got to build that hustle muscle. You got to get used to discipline yourself to sit down and make calls. Discipline yourself to track your numbers, guys. We put out the tracker every week, tracking your numbers and getting to the point where you're making at least 10, 15 conversations every single day. You got to build it up. If you do an analysis, look back over the week, how many real conversations have you had about real estate this week? It may be 1, maybe 2 a day, maybe. You got to build up that hustle muscle where you're ramping that up to 10, 15. Icons, guys, we talking to 20 plus people a day. If you want to be icon, you got to be having 20 conversations or more every day about real estate. Hands down, or you're going to fall short. You're not going to build up enough momentum. You're not going to have enough conversations that turn into appointments. And it's not all about just conversations, guys. I want you to start focusing on appointments. It ain't about just talking to a bunch of people randomly. You're on a mission to get an appointment, guys. Write that down. Put that big on your screen. Write it down on your desk somewhere. I've got to get appointments. You got so many agents out there just calling, but nobody's focused on appointments. Or they're talking to people, and that's good. That's what I want you to be doing. But now you got to add the aspect. Again, going back to mindset, what you focus on expands. You need to be focused on appointments. It ain't about just getting a bunch of leads. That's all good, but you got to be getting appointments. You got to be in a buyer appointment where you're getting a buyer agreement signed, getting people pre-approved, or you got to be getting an appointment at somebody's table in their house, getting the grand tour of the house and showing them what you can do to get their home sold for them. Does that make sense, guys?
Amen. Absolutely.
focus, appointment driven. Let all your activities, your actions, your massive actions be all about getting appointments. It's all fine and dandy. You know, you done handed out cards to everybody under the moon, but if you don't have an appointment, you know what I mean? So what you focus on expands. I want to focus on appointments. I got to get an appointment today. Just like a doctor's office. Man, I'll be mad if I spend $100,000 on marketing, but I don't have anybody coming through the door or calling to set an appointment. Client acquisition system, guys. Client acquisition. You got to be focused, guys. We're running out of time. We're going to carry this over. We're going to be in our Preparing for Winter series for the next couple of weeks, guys. And I'm going to talk more about building client acquisition systems. Build systems, guys. Find people who need to buy now. They're out there. Closings are happening every day. Find people that need to sell their home. Find people that need to buy. You got to be talking to more people and be appointment focused, appointment driven. Preparing for winter, guys. We'll pick back up next week. We're going to talk about more tactics, how to get leads. Hey guys, we got a special guest on, man. I don't know if he can say a couple of words, but I got Marvin Araya on the line, man. This guy has one of the amazing top podcasts that in the real estate industry. I was with him a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna post a link. He and I did one recently, but doing amazing things in the real estate industry, in real estate space. He's now at EXP, taking it by storm, guys. I don't know, Marvin. I don't know if you could say a couple of words if you're in a position, but I see him logged on here today with us.
Brother, I am just fired up, man. I got my notepad here. Rod is the truth, and I'm so humbled to just be aligned with you, man. I mean, success leaves clues, and although EXP is not perfect, it is what you make of it. And I think it's all about the agents, people like yourself and people like myself, that we just want to see each other win. Iron sharpens iron. You know, we're aligned in the biblical, and it's just truth, you know, and it's just something we got to operate in. So this is a fantastic way to end out the week, Rod. And yeah, man, if you guys hadn't checked out Rod on the Equity Podcast, man, you dropped so many gems, and the feedback's been amazing, brother. So thank you so much.
Oh man, thank you. It's definitely an honor and privilege for you with us today, brother. So thank you for all that you do, Marvin. Yes, sir.
Good. That man got 10 million videos on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Yes, I love your videos.
Oh man, you got a client.
You're awesome, Marvin.
Yo,
I follow
y'all
you,
like and
so
subscribe this guy, man. He drops them gems.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. Yeah. I see him. He been rolling. I've been seeing him driving. He been rolling in the Lamborghini doing videos, or the Range Rover, whatever that is, Marvin.
No, sir. I wish. No. But yeah. And that's what it is. I think people, you know, us as agents, we got to be out and about, like you were saying. Someone said that was on the treadmill. That was awesome, brother, where you mentioned you handed the card to the spouse and then the other spouse called you shortly after. It's all about meeting the people. And I think a lot of us, you know, we have self-limiting beliefs. We have insecurities. We all got them. But at the end of the day, we have to have more conversations with people. And I've closed a lot more business messy than trying to sound polished or trying to look polished. I think we just need to be out there, because there's a whole lot of people giving misinformation, and we have to be that push back against misinformation and giving practical, tactical, strategic ways for folks to buy and sell real estate. So that's what it's all about.
Woo! Thank you for that, Marvin.
Y'all have a blessed one. Thank you, bro.
Guys, y'all have a great weekend. Man, looking forward to seeing y'all. It's the Dream Team. We'll see y'all Monday morning, and we'll be back here next Friday, guys. Invite somebody on our Friday Mastermind. All right, guys, have a blessed one. Make sure you go Sunday.
Amen.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you much.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a great
Thank
weekend.
you all.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you so much.
For being.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Absolutely.